Hello students, in today's video we will be studying about inertia of material body. What do you mean by inertia? Let me write down the definition. What is inertia? The tendency of material bodies to remain at rest or to continue its motion is called inertia of material bodies. Okay, so what do you mean by inertia of material bodies? The tendency of material body to remain at rest or to continue its motion is called inertia of material bodies. Okay, so now let us do an example of it. I hope you have written this. Let us do another example of it. First, let me make you understand how many types of inertia are there. There are two types of inertia. What are those? Inertia is of two types. Inertia of rest and the second one is inertia of motion. Okay, now according to the Newton's first law, if a body is at rest, it will remain in the state of rest, and if a body is in motion, it will remain in the state of motion in a straight line unless compelled by some external impressed force to act otherwise. Means if a body is in rest, like this board is at rest, it will be in the form of rest. It will be in the rest until and unless a force is applied on this board. Suppose I am applying force, now I am changing this state of rest to state of motion by applying force. Okay. So if a body is at rest, it will try to remain at rest until and unless a force is applied on it. Again I am showing you, suppose this board is at rest. Now I am applying force by my hand. Suppose from here, from downward, and it is coming in the state of motion now. Now it is moving because I am applying force. So I hope you understood this. Now inertia of motion states that if a body is in motion, it will remain in motion until and unless an external force is applied on it. Suppose a ball has kicked a football. The football will be in motion. If you will apply the force on the football will change its state from state of motion to state of rest. Okay. Now a very important question comes, that mass is the measure of inertia, explain. The question that comes in school's exam is, mass is the measure of inertia, explain. Explain that mass is the measure of inertia. Now let me make you understand this. Suppose there is a truck. This is a truck. I am drawing a rough diagram. It has got wheels. And there is a football. Okay. So what happens? Both are in the state of rest. The truck is in the state of rest and the ball is also in the state of rest. So both are having the inertia of rest. So what will happen? What do you think? In which case we have to apply more force to change the state of rest to state of motion? In this case we have to apply more force because its inertia is more. And why its inertia is more? Because its mass is more. Since the truck has got more mass, since it has more mass, its inertia is more. It means its inertia of rest is more. Inertia is more. And now, for changing the state of rest to state of motion of football, we need less force. Means the force applied in case of truck is much more greater than the force applied in case of football. In case of football, the force applied is very less in order to change the inertia from rest to motion. While in case of truck, the force applied will be much more. Why? Because its mass is more, so its inertia of rest is more. More is the mass, more is the inertia. Mass of truck is more, so inertia is more. Now again, if the opposite thing happens, suppose the truck has started moving, ball has also started moving, it will have inertia of motion, and this ball will also have inertia of motion. What do you think? In which case we apply left force? Means in which case we have to apply less force? In the case of football, we have to apply less force in order to change the inertia of rest to inertia of motion. Okay. Suppose if this inertia of rest has been changed to inertia of motion, and here also inertia of rest has been changed to inertia of motion. Now what will happen? In which case less force will be applied? Force in case of truck again will be applied more than the force required in the case of football to change the state of inertia from motion to rest. So you can explain like this, and then you can tell that mass is the measure of inertia. And it was Newton's third law of motion that if a body is moving, it will go on moving forever, or if a body is at rest, it will be in rest forever unless and until any external force is applied on it. So this was all about inertia. I hope you understood this inertia part. Thanks for watching the video.